Hi, everybody. This is Alan Fine, and I'm here with Barbara Muckerman, who you must remember, but now she's here as CEO and president of Silversea. So we're at Sea Trade, can you tell? And we're going to talk about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Barbara, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you, Alan. It's always great to be on Insider Travel Report.
Tell us, I want to sort of be a fly on the wall. What is it like in your new role?
I would say it's interesting. I mean, it is amazing to be at Royal Caribbean Group, another woman CEO. I think that this is absolutely great for the industry. It really shows how the guest is at the center, with more and more people raising up from the commercial roles and from the product side. So incredibly exciting times.
That is. And what was the biggest surprise as you changed? As your title changed, did it feel like it changed a lot? What was the big surprise?
Well, look, Silversea has always been a lot my baby. I have been privileged enough to serve the brand for 12 years, but I'm finding incredibly stimulating to be now part of the leadership of Royal Caribbean Group under Jason. That's very interesting, is all of the intricacies of being a public company, learning, the scale, the amazing work machine of the big group. That's, for me, it's a fantastic opportunity every day.
I get it now. You always had your fingers in everything, and now it's a bigger scope.
Yes, much more.
That's exciting. Okay, let's talk about the keeling of Silversea.
Yes, actually we still have to see Nova out in the water, and Ray is already keeled laid. So Silver Nova will start her inaugural voyage on the 14th of August, but because of the industrial process, we already laid the steel for the second sister ship, so Ray. It happened last week in Germany. It was an incredibly emotional ceremony, also because with our travel advisory board, we could walk Nova, and she's just spectacular.
We saw you in the hard hat. Yes. We see you in the hard hat a lot.
Yes, we took delivery of about more than 4 ships in 12 months.
Oh. And let's talk about, I remember we talked about the asymmetrical design, which Roberto was like, your husband, Roberto Martinelli, who's a designer, was like, I got to get used to this. Tell me more about that.
Well, I think people will get used to it very fast the moment they walk on the pool deck and they see a full open pool deck over the water. Right. I think that's a moment when the whole world will understand the genius.
It's like an amphitheater for the water.
Yes, it's incredible, and honestly, one of the things I was mostly excited about are the elevators, because they're all in glass. So you're like, going up and down on the water. It's absolutely amazing.
Okay. Let's now talk about Silver Endeavor. And you've overhauled it, and I love what you're doing about building bigger suites. Tell us that.
So we love the opportunity of purchasing Endeavor. She is the most luxurious ship to ever sail polar waters. But one of the things that we wanted to do, we wanted to add some more upper suites. The original ship only had 10. And because we are not going to operate helicopters, we actually took this beautiful space of the hangar, and we're building 6 new suites, which have actually a skyline that goes back into the suite. So imagine being in Antarctica and looking at a glass ceiling and being able to see the Antarctic sky, right, in the comfort of a very warm suite. So that's going to be spectacular.
It is. But I also like the reason that you're not doing the helicopter.
Yes. So, it is great to explore the world, and Silversea, as you know, has a traditional approach. Helicopters oblige us to limit the experience to only a few people.
And you didn't want to do that.
We don't want to do that. Silversea is a one-class product and will always be.
Now, you've started direct charter flights from different major cities. You want to talk about that, please?
Yes. So, to all of our travel advisors connected, the Arctic season of Silversea this year is the most exciting ever, with Silver Endeavor, but also other ships in the area. And on top of that, we now have private direct charters, from New York, Montreal, Oslo, and London. And this is going to make this fantastic remote destination as accessible as ever. And honestly, there's few things that are more amazing to watch than polar bears. So please help us booking. We have amazing pricing on our Arctic destination. We really want to fill this baby.
But also, you're door to door. I should say door to polar bear.
Door to polar bear. I love that. So we're going to use it as the new tagline.
Okay, thanks.
Or bear to bear.
All right. And then the other thing, talk about true luxury. On one of your trips, you rented an island.
Oh, yes. We like to do these things to spoil our guests. So on the World Cruise is undergoing. And actually, not only we rented a whole island on the Philippines to do the most amazing beach party you can imagine, but we also rented a cave in Halong Bay on the same trip.
You rented a cave. How many bedrooms was this cave? It feels like you're renting a house.
So we actually organized this incredible dinner, all with the red lights.
In the cave.
In the cave. I don't think this was ever done. So the work cruisers are absolutely having a blast. They're right now arriving in South Africa after a bespoke experience, Freddie Mercury experience.
I've been on a lot of expedition ships, and when they do the christening, it's usually on the ship. But I did a Galapagos with you where we were off the ship, and that was just very creative.
Tell me about it. I mean, Jason Liberty is still giving me a hard time on Zodiac Chic, which was the attire of that naming.
And the champagne was out there on the Zodiacs with us.
It was absolutely fantastic because Silversea is all about allowing our guests to experience really the destination in luxury. We are so lucky because we have Conrad Conbrick, our senior vice president of destination expedition, and basically all of the magic of Silversea. Conrad is our own Indiana Jones. Few people know the world as well as Conrad, and him and his team, they do an amazing work to scout these experiences money cannot buy.
Okay. So you know more than most people that we go out to more than 112,000 travel advisors every day. Let's sum this up. What do you want them to know?
So Silversea has never been a stronger brand than today, and I need to thank you for the amazing support you give us every day. So I would say keep booking because there's still a few slots on these beautiful ships.
Okay, thank you, and have a great sea trade.
Thank you, Alan, and thank you to Insider Travel Report.
This is Alan Fine from there.